In the name of God, who gives every man smaller than 150 years to live in this world. There was a major event in Syria yesterday, and it was the murder of the leader, Abu Mariya Al Qahtani, and he is has a long history in the revolution of Syria, and has led a great part of the course of the revolution. And for that reason, and really everyone in Syria, and this is what the revolution is about, everyone has the right to exist, and everyone has the right to have a say. And there in war, the idea is to take away the right to have a say, and to basically, it's cancellation, it's cancel culture of some rights in favor of other rights, and so on. And the right to surrender is taken away from men, and especially this is something that was guarded in the past because of how brutal war was. But now that a war has been allowed to be more remote, they are trying to again remove these fundamentals of war, what it means, by removing the right to surrender, by denying the right to be a prisoner of war. And this is execution without any kind of judicial system. And the big reason why I am feeling a need to have a say now, after this major event, is because there is a danger here that is not being recognized, and it's very clear and very sure and mechanistic about what's happening here. And that is that no governments control people without controlling part of the economy. And no man makes an army without millions of dollars. If the army is being supplied only by donations, then they don't have the weapons and materials needed. So why was it needed to cancel and to try to take away the right of Abu Mariya Al Qahtani to be in the revolution? Now, that's exactly what it is that he has been like at the head of the course for all of this time. And there's someone who got inside their car after spending a lot of money and gathering all of the weapons and all of the plannings and the desire to complete this operation, and especially the kind of operation that it was, to pretend to be friendly, to enter in among friends, and to make there was not one bomb but two bombs, to show you that the need for them to secure this goal. It tells you everything about it. And I am making this video especially because the message needs to be spread, that it's not being understood now, is that Jolani is killing all of the leaders of the revolution. His own military commander, Al-Shami, was killed after Jolani did a documentary with Martin Smith, and they featured him ominously, Al-Shami, at the end of the video on the fronts, and he was killed as the this documentary was release date approached. So this is not the only one. There is a known history in the revolution of the trying to disrupt any kind of foundation for the people, to break it up, and to kill any leaders who could possibly unify it. And that is exactly what has happened here. Jolani has a special interest in making sure that each of the leaders of the revolution are killed. And he very much wanted Qahtani to be in the jail, and only released him because of the pressure on Jolani, and that Jolani wanted to execute Al-Qahtani in the jail but could not, and that we know that he wanted to put Ahmed al-Zakur in the jail, and that he wanted to kill him as well. So this is exactly the fate of Zakur, was that first you get the jail, then you will be released and executed, because they will not execute you inside the jail. And it is essential that the people get to hear at least one person say that I can assure you 2000% Al-Jolani is executing leaders. He has a special interest in it. The Salvation government is salvaging only phosphate industry, and that they cannot be interested in the development of the city, and that the fragmentation of the revolution is an essential underpinning of it. It's essential to maintain the fragmentation of the revolution, and it's essential to not meet the needs of the economy for the people. And that how are you going to manage all of this people's needs, their pressing needs, unless you can silence them from that. So the goal is to be able to continue to silence the people, and to be able to continue to maintain the fragmentation for now. And that that Al-Jolani made a decision to kill Al-Qahtani, and that at that time he put him in the jail, and heartlessly put 450, or I'm being told much more than that, 800 people into the jail. And this shows you the force. 400, 401, 2, 3, 4. And you have to recognize the intention behind that, is that this is the way of the operation, that Al-Jolani wants to continue to execute each of the leaders of the revolution, because he cannot meet the demands of the revolution, which is unification and restructuring of the economy. And that they are making hundreds of millions of dollars every year, and that anyone who wants to go against Jolani would be trying to come between Al-Jolani and hundreds of millions of dollars. So he will be fighting you for hundreds of millions. So he will fight for that. So, and each person, God has brought every person to this earth, and God has said that each of this people has a place there. And I feel the only place for Jolani, because of how dangerous he is in a jail. Allahu Akbar.